Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at this really cool e-pipe mechanical mod. So stay tuned. I have quite a few mechanical mods, and this ain't all of them. And they're all the standard long, skinny ones. You know, basically a long battery holder, and you put your tank on top. I think the only one that I had that's not quite the standard is this little guy here, which I never reviewed. But I wanted something that was in the shape of a pipe. I thought it would be really cool and a more natural feeling. So I had found this on a website called e-cig. That's right, e-cig. You know, as many of you know, I usually buy a lot of my stuff from Fast Tech, you know, to get good bargains and everything. And, you know, sometimes they take a long time, so I wanted to find another good, reliable site that had those really, really good, deep discounts. So I gave e-cig a shot, and I ordered it, and I got it within 3 weeks. So really good. It is from, you know, it does come from China. I'm going to go ahead and put the link below, but pretty good. I got it pretty fast, faster than I usually get my stuff from Fast Tech. So let's get back to the subject, and that is this really, really nice e-pipe mechanical mod. And let's see if it's really good. So yes, it looks like the smoke e-pipe or pipe mod that usually costs $30, $40, $50, and this is probably a clone because it doesn't say smoke anywhere, but it looks exactly like the smoke e-pipe, and it has all the features, the pluses and shortcomings of the original. So what you get with this deal, which cost me only $19.64. That's right, $19.64, and here's what you get. You get the e-pipe. Take a close look at that. You can see it's it looks exactly like the smoke one. And we'll take this apart and take a really close look. It also came with a battery. Again, for $19.64, and I'm going to put the link below directly to it so you can check it out. So it's sort of chrome, and the battery goes into this compartment here. Go ahead and take a look. You can see that's made pretty good. I'm also going to take apart the top so you can sort of see how it's all made. You know, because you got the button, the fire buttons right on the top. Go ahead and unscrew this. The threads are pretty good. So here's the button. I don't know if you're generally not supposed to take this all apart, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Just so you can see, oops, how it's made. I always drop stuff on camera. So there's the button. Okay, so you can see there's a wire that's soldered to the spring there. So let's go ahead and put this back together. Go ahead and put the button on there. You can see how that button that piece comes down. Actually, you can't see that. Let me get a flashlight. You can see how that works in there. How that comes up when I press it. Okay. Then we'll put the little plastic retainer thingy on there. And then we'll screw the metal ring back on. So now you can see it's a relatively simple, very simple mod right there. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and put the battery in here. Now, here is one of the issues with this mod, and not just this clone, but even the original. You cannot use the ones with the nipple on it, because if you you put your positive up there, and what's going to happen is that positive is going to sort of get down and touch that contact without the button having to be pressed. So it's immediately going to start firing as soon as you put the cap on. So if this is the only batteries that that you have, put it in upside down, and then go ahead and put this on, and hopefully the spring will touch that. But what you want to use, and what you're supposed to use, is the flat top battery like this. And here's the one that came with it. Here's the battery that came with this. So we'll go ahead and put the positive in first, negative on the bottom, which is the way it's supposed to be. And real nice threads, real nice. And now we're ready to vape. So let's take a look here at the connector. You have a 510 connector right there. There are no ego threading. You have an ego well, but you don't have ego threading. It's just 510 threads. So you could put any kind of 510 thread type of thing, and I could put a big eye clear. Now you can see that the eye clear looks kind of goofy because it's bigger, but it'll work fine, no problem. You can let's see, what do I have here? You can put on a nice little RDA and drip, and look how small that is. It's just nice and small. If you want to make it look more pipe-like, you could change your drip tip and put a big old drip tip on there. And I'm going to actually try this here shortly. Or if you want to go ahead and put a tank that sort of looks good, one of these CE4s, which is the 510, not the Ego kind, can actually go in there and actually fit this quite well, and it looks pretty natural. But it all depends on what tanks you have, which ones will fit. But again, 510 thread is what you're looking for. So let's go ahead and try this out and see how well it works. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my little cheapo RDA on here, like that. Make sure, yep, works, see? Here, works perfect. I'm going to go ahead and put some Liquid. This is Apple Breeze. I got it with my sample box. I'll go ahead and put a couple drops in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and to make it look really cool like a pipe, I'm going to go ahead and put this big old drip tip on there. And let's see how good it vapes. Well, you can't complain with that. It's working perfect. Just in case I didn't state, this does use 18 350 batteries. Again, you want to use the flat top. Do not want to use the buttons. The ones with the buttons, if you do have to use them, put them in upside down, or you'll start firing. I warned you. I told you about it. I almost feel like just relaxing with a book and some classical music. This Liquid's pretty good. The other thing I like about this is it's so tiny, I really, I could have bought any pipe, obviously, any e-pipe, but a lot of the e-pipes use, have a proprietary thing where you got to sort of use their tanks. I went for this type because it's standard 510. You could put practically anything on it. I mean, some stuff might look stupid, but, as long as you have a little, I don't know, design in your jeans or whatever, you can make some really neat looking devices. Look how tiny. Look how tiny. You could almost stealth vape. I mean, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. So it's really, really neat. And again, you can get this at e-cig for $19, and 64 cents. I'm going to make sure I put the link below. And it's a clone that's just as good as the original, and it's less than half the price. I mean, it's pretty solid, it's heavy, seems to be built pretty good. Not an issue in the world with it. Runs perfect. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great evening and a great weekend too. Take care. Bye.